Screaming antelope, Nukealope time. Screaming Nukealope. Oh my goodness, so much stuff to explain. Hello. Hello everyone. Whew. All right. Screaming Nukealope. Let's explain. I've got everything set up here. Lots to explain. Here we go. Hello everyone. Yeah, Nukealope should be available Black Friday. That's a good bet. Alright. Screaming Nukealope. As we can see here, so we're set up for the Vignette. The Vignette just uses the level 2. There's like no difference at all. Not that I noticed at all. It's not too different from a level 2 regular lope. Where did I have regular 2 lope? Right here. You can see regular 2 lope here is 8, 10, 1, 1. A Nukealope is 9, 11, 2 with no extra damage. So, pretty... You should be able to hunt it around the same time. It's got just like one more life, because this has 10 basic, this has 9, this has 7, but this has 5. So you lose 1 basic and go up one advance, and then it has one more advance than a normal, one more life than a normal level 2. The level 2 is what we are fighting for the Vignette. So yes, let me see chat here. All right. Nukealope tomorrow. Yes. There's a lot to talk about with Nukealope. So let's talk about Nukealope. The Vignette. So the Vignette is very... Yeah, the instinct is different for Screaming Nukealope. It just gobbles up. So it still grays. Full move the monster towards its closest survivor. If it's adjacent, scoops up into their waiting maw. They get gobbled up. Status card. So yeah, it doesn't eat as much terrain, or it doesn't eat as much acanthus. So, let's look at this. Oh man, how should we start this? There's lots of stuff. Let's see. The models were kind of difficult. Yes, the models were kind of difficult. As you can see, I'm not using the well, I guess they're not here. But the models were, yeah, they're not super easy to put together, but they're not like insanely difficult. Nukealope was pretty easy to put together. Nukealope looks awesome. I guess we'll switch over to Nukealope here. So, yeah, Nukealope looks sick. Let's talk about... you know what we'll do? Let's talk about the stuff that you get here. So, yeah, there's Nukealope. I'm not using all of them. I haven't finished building them. So, this is actually 15th Anti-Zac, but that's pretty close to Nostin. This is Echoes 2 Gladiator, which is close to Assboom anyway. I got Skrell for Monday, because Skrell kind of looks like Monday. And then, was it 10th Annie Alistair for Ash Bloom, or Ash Root. So, I'm not using the minis. I didn't finish building them. I built Ash Bloom. It was kind of difficult. And Nostin was pretty easy. Yeah, there's a lot of terrain set up. So let's talk about that. Alright. Well, I'm going to get this stuff out of the way, just so that way no one has to... Anybody who just wants to see what you get with Nukealope, It doesn't have to stay for the whole vignette. So, yeah, the strain. Let's talk about the strain. So the strain is just win. Resolve last explosion from screening Nukealope. No, it's lose. I don't even think you need to win. You just lose. I think that's lose. So the strain, that's the only strain that's in Nukealope. It's just as easy as the White Gigalion one. So then you get, when you actually use Nukealope, you get a settlement extension, which is a settlement location extension, which is the same as Gigalion. So, with this, you get Nuclear Knuckle. You get 2 of them because they can be paired. Nuclear Whip, Atomic Lance, Green Power Core. Green Power Core, as you can see, has affinities. This Green Power Core is really good. It's also a lantern. All nuclear gear cards in your gear grid gain Deflect 2. So, the Green Core is like really good. So, that's one thing. Atomic Lance. Atomic Lance here is weapons, melee, spear, two-handed nuclear. It's unique. Reach 2. If you are irradiated, this has devastating 1. And then if you fulfill all of its affinities, which is kind of not super easy, especially if you're using dragon stuff, because the dragon armor also has a center that needs all puzzles. So if you're using dragon armor, this can't really go in the center. It's kind of weird that this needs to go in the center, but it is what it is. The first time you wound each round, the monster gains -3 toughness tokens until the end of that round, which is insane. Because this gives out tokens, you can use this with Wrath. This just feeds Wrath, so this is insane. If you're using Black Knight and Wrathing, this is a guaranteed way to drop tokens on a monster, which is crazy. So the Lance is like insanely good, depending. How do vignettes work in the sense that you can take items from this account of the main campaign? So the stuff that I'm covering right now is all the stuff you get in the main campaign. All this stuff is what you get. The vignettes, nothing carries over. The vignette's just a single fight. But it is a cool single fight. But all the stuff I'm talking about now is the stuff that gets added to your campaign forever. So with the Nuclear Whip here, this is weapons, melee, whip, nuclear. Barbed 3, again, needs 3 puzzles. If you wound an adjacent monster with this, it snares the monster. If the monster does not move until the end of the round, it suffers a wound. So, neat. The whip is really good, yep. And then we get to here. The Nuclear Knuckle. This is insane. Surpass 10 with the, well, here we go. So we'll talk about this. The knuckle here is crazy. Weapon, melee, this is fist and tooth and guitar and nuclear. So surpass 10. Surpass 10 is crazy when you have something that's a fist and tooth, because you can get like acid palms and you can get like sharp with the monster maw. There's other ways of getting sharp. You can also get like refined with stuff. Surpass is if you exceeds the monster's toughness by X, and then X is the number listed, so this is 10. If you exceed the monster's toughness by 10, you do an extra wound. And then this is Shining Finger. Suffer 3 brain damage. Your next attack with this has plus 1,000 strength. Limit once per showdown. If this is paired, it's twice per showdown. So yes, you get the 2 pairs. This is so funny. I love Nuclear Knuckle. Yeah, I love Nuclear Knuckle. So this is all the stuff that gets added to your campaign permanently from owning. This is just the updates to Screaming Antelope specifically. So the way vignettes work is the vignettes update the monster that they say they do. So this one updates Screaming Antelope. So this is great. This stuff is great. Really good updates to Screaming Antelope because this is like Beast Knuckle, so like it's nice to have an upgrade. A whip is very thematic. A lance is very thematic. The core is very thematic because of the fact that this is a Nukealope. So Atomic Lance is like Lance Longinus. Nuclear. The only thing that's weird is the whip. Maybe we'll get like an IR whip for regular Lope, but very neat. Whips are always good. Yes, very good use of paired. Yes, the Knuckles are crazy. I can't wait to try out the Knuckles. So we'll be doing that. Now let's talk about the Vignette itself, which is just absolutely ludicrous here. So there's a ton to explain here with the Vignette. Does it make sense to... The Lope... The Nukealope does not replace the Lope. So does it make sense to replace Antelope with Nukealope as a core? The Nukealope is a level 2 or a level 3 alternate. So this is just alternates. So this is a when you use Screaming Antelope, you can just hunt a level 2 or 3. It works the same way as Gigalion. The only one that's replaced so far is Kelenium. Kelenium directly replaces the level 2 and level 3 butchers. So yeah, this works the same way as White Gigalion. Let me just check reading, catching up in chat here. Any fighting arts or disorders? They did. You have the, but they didn't really. Okay, so I've got all my grids laid out here. Let's talk about the survivors and what we're gonna do here. These survivors are wild. Man, I kind of just want... Because I already set them all up and I've got everything where they need to be. But, alright, I'll do it here in a sec. Alright, we're going to start with Ashroot. So, now, this is... What I'm going to go into now is the Vignette. So, the Vignette is a one-shot fight. And this is what, like, you're really getting with this. Yeah, there are no real new fighting arts. So here's Ashroot. He's one of the survivors. This is a Lantern Year 11 Vignette. He's got Dodge, Encourage, Dash. So everyone has Dodge, Encourage, Dash. No one has Surge, so we're not going to be able to Surge. He's got 3 Insanity. He's got 6 Everywhere. He's got nothing for stats. He's got 1 Courage. And Sturdy as Stone and just as smart. He struggles with Anxiety, which... Anxiety is just going to give him the priority target token. That's all Anxiety does. So I've given him the priority target token already because he doesn't have any stinky gear. Refuses to depart home without his complete Crusader armor kit. So we'll talk about the Crusader thing. And spend enough time cowering to become a shield specialist. So shield specialist is what he does. Crusader armor here is new. This is just for this Vignette. Crusader, add 1 to all hit locations. When you perform Diverting Ward, roll twice and pick the highest result. The first time you block or block a hit or knock the monster down each round, gain 1 strength token. So, that's Diverting Ward. So now let's talk about the Crusader armor. And then Ash Bloom has the same stuff. So I'm not going to show Ash Bloom's grid. Just going to talk about them both while showing just the full set on Ashroot. So, here we go. First aid kit. On arrival, all survivors get 3 survival. That instantly means everyone's going to have 9 survival. So, everyone's going to have 9 survival because that's what this does. So that's it. We have 9 survival. This is -2 movement, -2 evasion. And then with the Affinities complete, which it does have, you brace. At the start of the monster's turn, if you are in range of the monster, you may gain the priority target token. You cannot dash during the round you perform this. So we're not doing this right away the first round. Because he has Anxiety, that's how I got the priority target token. So I'm not doing this. So when we start the fight, remember, I didn't do this. Anxiety gave him the priority target token. Next we have Warding Guidon Lance, or Guidon Lance. Reach 2, Inspire. When you wound with this, Another survivor with no attribute tokens gains a copy of each of your attribute tokens until the end of the round. Limit once per round. So again, all this stuff is what Ashbloom has. No, Crusader is not something that you can get outside of this. Crusader is probably going to be like Iron Succubus stuff. I'm assuming it's Iron Succubus. But again, Ashbloom has all the same stuff. So these two work in tandem with this. Same thing with the Warding Shield. They're both going to have this. Diverting Ward, this is the thing from the Crusader armor. If the monster would collide with you during its move action, spend 2 survival to roll 1d10. On a 10+, it ends its movement adjacent to you and is knocked down instead. Next we have Crusader Breastplate. When you perform Diverting Ward, which is the shield ability, add +3 to your roll result if the monster moves 6+ spaces before it would collide with you. It's probably almost never going to happen because these two are going to have the priority target token all the time. Next, Crusader Heirloom. At the start of the monster's turn, you may gain 1 survival. You cannot encourage during the round if you perform this. So we're not probably will never be doing this because I'm going to have 9 survival. Sunspot Dart, that's already a thing. The Crusader Gauntlets. So Crusader Gauntlets, hopefully this is on camera. I got to raise it a little bit. Whenever you are hit, after hit locations are rolled, you may change 2 results to hit locations of your choice. So this is the Telseric Eye Tack, pretty much. Telseric Eye Tack is hilarious. But you can do this, but then you can't dodge. So, and then the Sabatons do nothing. So remember that's also the same as Ashbloom. So Ashbloom has all the same stuff, and we're going to talk about Ashbloom now. Since this vignette is Lantern Year 11, once you reach it, can you have this side fight during your campaign? No, that would be awesome. If there was like a way to do that, that'd be awesome. Maybe there will be at some point. Who knows? But currently, no. No vignettes can work inside your campaign. The stuff I showed at the beginning is how you update your campaign. Yeah, maybe. I think it's going to be Iron Succubus. Well, here's why I think it's going to be Iron Succubus. So let me set this back up now. So that's Ashroot. Again, Ashbloom has all the same stuff. We're not going to talk about Ashbloom's gear. She has pretty much all the same stuff except for she has a Drydacanthus. And she doesn't have the waist. So Ashbloom's Stalwart Persistence. So she's got Stalwart. Just means she can't be knocked down. From collision, yeah. An Ingenuity hampered her wildly. Mercurial Impulses. Unshackled, which is a secret fighting art. I'll show that in a second. From her Convention of Wisdom, she sacrifices the advantage of a complete armor set to prove she is a wardrobe expert. So she's got Wardrobe Expert and Unshackled. Unshackled is the new thing here. So Unshackled is why I think it'd be Iron Succubus. So Secret Fighting Art, Iron Succubus is the monster this comes from, which was mentioned in a Kickstarter update at some point a long time ago. When you archive a gear in your gear grid, so a gear is anything. So this Unshackled here is going to trigger when we discard her Drydacanthus or we toss her Musk Bomb. That's archiving a gear, technically. Gain +1 movement token and +1 speed token. So, I mean, that's going to happen. And then you can archive an armor gear in your gear grid. So, see, this doesn't say armor gear. This says when you archive a gear. So, when she does Drydacanthus or Musk Bomb, she's going to gain that stuff. Yes. A random Kickstarter is our only reference to Iron Succubus. I don't even know if it was in a Kickstarter update. It might have just been like a shop blurb. Hold on, let me catch up on chat here. Think of Vignette as a one-shot. Yes, that's a good way of thinking about it. Unshackled, the secret fighting art. Yep. Well, it's pretty good because of her. She's going to archive her Drydacanthus and stuff and her Musk Bomb. So it's not bad. It sucks that it's going to give her more speed, but whatever. Yes, the gear that I showed earlier is the upgrades to Antelope. It's technically nothing to do with this. The Screaming... Yes, the gear I showed so everyone could see was the upgrades to Antelope, because I figured not everyone would want to wait until after I did the vignette, right? I figured everyone would want to see the upgrades to Antelope. That's... that's... Yeah. So I did already. But these are the only upgrades to Antelope, which, is fine. The other thing that it does is it does upgrade the rewards here a little bit. Let's talk about the rewards here just a second. So the rewards for Screaming Nukealope is you get 4 and 5, and then a reticulated grabber, 5 and 6, a lichen, a grabber, and what is it? A pancreas. So let me see quick. Does that match up with Croc is 5? No, where's Lope? I don't remember what Lope is. I think it gives a little bit more. I think it gives slightly more. So here's the two Screaming, or the two, these are odd. So these are strange resources, the 2 new resources. They're not like IRs or anything, which is good, because then you have to fight the thing that sucks about this is, like, this is a perfect organ, but strange resources can't be used in seed patterns for Era. Era is only monster and IR. So, like, you couldn't use this perfect organ as an Era perfect organ. So that kind of sucks, because it's a strange resource, because it's not from a monster. But, it is what it is. That's just a weird little quirk about strange resources and seeds. But it is a true strange little quirk. Alright, let me just read here in chat again real quick. Yep, Iron Succubus would be great if it came with Ivory Dragon, but I think the thing that with Ivory Dragon was like a Gate Guardian. It wasn't Iron Succubus. Maybe they've changed it from Gate Guardian to Iron Succubus. Look at the vignettes after buying Core plus GCE. Yes, I just made a video. The only reason why, so there's gonna be a part 3 with Deno. I just haven't recorded it because I wanted to play Nukealope here. Yeah, I haven't started yet. I'm explaining it, Califax. I would not buy vignettes until after I own GCE, and maybe even after I own some of the expansions. So that's Ash Bloom. That's Ash Root. Let's talk about Monday. Monday. Here we go with Monday. So she's going to have 9 survival. She's got no stats. The only one who has stats is Nostin. He's got 1 luck. But Monday is sardonic, nonchalant, and insufferable. She takes full advantage of her Shadow Stalker armor set to manipulate her own shadow. Ever crafty, she is prepared to trick attack her allies without hesitation. So let's talk about the shadow stuff. She can make minions. So she's going to have we're going to have to deal with shades. If you would die while there is a shade minion on the showdown board, you meld into shadow. Heal and erase all permanent injuries you suffered this showdown instead. Then remove the shade from the board and place yourself in its space. Limit once per lantern year. So yeah, we're going to have to deal with shades. So we've got a little shade card here. Great. We'll deal with those things. How shades get put out is via her gear here. So she has gear here that's going to like put out shades, which is going to be annoying, but we'll deal with it. Shades aren't too bad. She can put out 1 at a time. So she's got Fecal Salve, which is fine. When you depart, gain 1 survival. We don't have that. You are not a threat until you attack. That's fine. We don't need priority target token that much. The other 2 are going to be getting it. Spaces in the monster's blind spot and spaces adjacent to obstacle terrain are in darkness. You are in darkness while you're in those spaces. Ambush falchion. So we've got blindside. Blindside is when you attack from the blind spots. While attacking with this, if you are in darkness and you draw the trap, you may cancel the trap and place it back on the hit location deck. So this is interesting because Nukealope has 2 traps. We're going to get into that. Nukealope has 2 traps. So this would cancel 1. But if we ever draw both of them, it's only going to cancel 1. So we'd still have the trap to deal with. Since this doesn't say, like, all traps. Cancel all traps. That's limit once per round. Shadowstalk or Casa. At the start of your act, if there is no shade minion on the showdown board, add a shade minion to an unoccupied space in darkness. So that's how we're going to get shades. This does nothing. You have 6 evasion while in darkness. That's good. We'll be doing that. We've got this. If you are in darkness, you may spend movement to place yourself in an unoccupied space 5 spaces away, then activate a weapon to attack. It gains slow, which is great. Scab Circlet is what's giving us +1 to all of our locations. On arrival, +1 survival, +1 insanity. So she's going to have 10 survival and 4 insanity. So, yeah. Blindside is in addition to the trap stuff. Yes, it's from the blind spot. It cancels the first reaction. There was no living glossary card with this, which is a shame. They really should give you a living glossary card for blindside. Isn't it the first reaction, or is it any reaction? I have to look up blindside. I thought I had it memorized, but now I'm second-guessing myself. Is blindside the first or second reaction? All of its reflexes become failure. All right. Okay, yeah. All of its reflexes become failure. That's even better. All right. Trick attack is also more blindside stuff. So she's got 4 insanity and 10 survival, which is just absolutely insane. Trick attack is priority target when you attack. This is so much priority target stuff. Once per showdown, when you wound a monster from its blind spot, survivor adjacent to you may gain priority target token. So, yep. Next, and finally, we have Nostin. So, Nostin's got 9 survival. All of its reflex reactions become failures. Yeah, it's all of the reflex reactions become failures. It's in here. They should just give you a card. So there it is. Blindside. When you wound the monster from its blind spot, all of its reflex become failure until the end of the attack. Should really just give a living glossary card. But that's fine. Nostin. Unable to analyze his way out of perpetual cycle of death, he destroys his exquisite ring to release them from an eternity in which each other's company. The group trusts him as their master strategist. So strategist allows you to, yes, the Shadowstalker stuff will be in COD, I think. Shadowstalker stuff will be in COD. I'm pretty sure. So you can see here this giant stone face. Whatever, I did it. Because why else would he have strategist besides for, like, flavor reasons? But I did it. I'd use strategist to put down a giant stone face. Whatever. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but he has strategist, so whatever. And then beetle strength. Beetle strength. This is from Tom, I think. Yeah, this is the one from Tom. Once per showdown, you may spend an action to shove an adjacent obstacle terrain. If you do, move the terrain directly away from you in a straight line until it encounters a board edge or another obstacle terrain. Any monsters the terrain passes over suffer a wound. Any survivor it collides with suffer knockback 7. Display of strength is so exhausting, it ages you. You are knocked down and gain 1 hunt XP. So, none of that matters because Vignette survivors don't care about hunt XP. Alright. Yes. So it is technically new to this vignette. It will be in COD, I think. Alright, so that's all the vignette survivors. As you can see, that took forever to explain. These survivors are just absolutely ridiculous. next, let's talk about what its stats are. All right. So here's its stats. It's got Atomic Vigor. Starts on the inert side. So this is a new trait for Nukealope. Whenever the monster consumes terrain or gear, or when a survivor gains the Gobbled Up Survivor status card, randomly flip one of the monster's inert traits to its active side. Alright. Critical Mass, inert. When the monster collides with the survivor, they and all other survivors in the critical zone at the moment of collision suffer 2 damage to 2 monster hit locations. It's going to actually be 4 monster hit locations because it's got exponential yield. Oh no, it doesn't have exponential yield for the vignette. So we don't need to worry about exponential yield for the vignette. And then it's got the tail, which is also inert. All the monster's attack profiles gain after damage. The monster's grasping tail darts forward. Place the target knocked down in the monster's blind spot. Target suffers 1 or 2 damage. So there's all the traits. Yeah, I just put them all together. Yeah, I put them all together. I had everything sorted so I could show it all off. And then once I said, yeah, it would be crazy. All right. So that is it. Let me catch up on chat here. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. All right. We can go back to this now. All right. So, got everything figured out. Remember, Ashroot starts with the priority target token because he's got anxiety. So he's starting with the priority target token. We've got that all set up. Let me quickly do all this back and back and back. Again, I turned on the camera now. Again, I had the... as I was just going to be leaning over this, it probably wasn't worth me having the camera on, but now I have it on again. All right. So there we go. So we're going to start with Nukealope. Oh, we've also got other stuff that Nostin can do. Nostin's just wearing Phoenix stuff, so it's fine. He's got 9 survival, so we just need to wait getting him insane. So yes, this does look to make Nukealope, or Nukealope looks harder than Antelope, but I don't know how much harder. We'll find out. I mean, what I'll probably do is fight that. I'll probably fight a Nukealope like right away with this as well, because my plan next week is to continue with Goth streaming, and I was already killing level 2 Lopes. I need to kill one more level 2 Lope, so I'll probably just go right to fighting a Nukealope with Goth and team, maybe. Next week. So we should be going pretty quick on the Nukealopes with a regular campaign, because I was already there at Lantern Year 8, so I could fight a level 2 Lope. No problem, I think. Alright. Let's start the showdown. We got Shade here. Again, so the way the traps work, it's got 2 traps. The hit locate, this is the same deal as always. These don't match. So these are not color correct. I'm not going to look at this card, but I'm just going to show. You can see, not correct. They're just not correct. You can clearly see that this is an old one. So we need to look for, it replaces the regular trap and Fuzzy Tail. So, if I don't remember, remind me, Fuzzy Tail is going to trigger the trap. As well as the regular trap. I did not record the story for this. I don't know if I can show the story. I'll make another video on the vignette, probably. I don't know. I can't show the story. But yes, it's got an artwork. It's full comic again. Yep. So full comic. I can't show the story. Maybe. Yeah, I can't. That's about it. That's about it. And then, so basically what the story here is, the story is Nostin has a ring, has an hours ring, and the hours ring keeps resetting the fight. So they've been fighting this thing forever, and then that's that. He destroys the ring. That's why he's got a space in his gear grid, because that's where the ring used to be. So he destroyed the ring. Yes, but why not show it indeed? That is correct. So, let's get to the... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn this off real quick. All right. Yes. Yes. The people who are missing gear for reasons. So we need to make a prediction here. So that's pretty much the theme. So, inescapable. During the showdown setup, Nostin player records 3 predictions based on an eternity of suffering. Which survivor gains gobbled up first? Which survivor draws the trap first? Which survivor suffers a severe injury first? So, we need to do that. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of... I mean, there's going to be lots of stuff. Yeah. So, let's make our 3 predictions. I think Monday's probably going to suffer a severe injury first. Yeah, we got to do that right away. First, I got to draw. So, we're going to do Monday's going to get a severe injury first. What are the other ones I got to do? Survivor's going to draw the trap. It's probably going to be Ash Bloom who's going to draw the trap first. So we're going to say Ash Bloom's going to draw the trap. Survivor to get gobbled up, whatever. We'll just also say, I don't know, Ashroot. He's going to get priority target quite a bit. We'll just say Ashroot, whatever. I don't know if these are going to work. We need to get him Insanity right away. Yes, so we got to use Sculptor Beads. So he's got to dash at the first flow here. All right, so there we go. We've now set up everything. Let's draw the first card. Great. Great. This is terrible. This is terrible. Well, this is actually good because it's not going to target Ash Bloom. So the way vignettes work, only Ash Bloom can archive gear. No one else can archive gear. So this is fine. This is going to target Ash Root because he's got priority target since he's got anxiety. He's just starting with it. So this is going to target Ash Root, guaranteed. Move and attack for 1 speed. Well, it's 3, but for 3 speed, this is fine because he can't archive gear. Yeah, this is totally fine. He can't archive gear. So Ravenous is actually amazing. So, we're going to dash now with Nostin. Dashing with Nostin to go here, so he's adjacent. Actually, we can just go right on the Acanthus. Dashing with Nawson at the flow. He goes down to 8 survival. Good for him. Next, let's now resolve the flow here. I don't really care that it's going to gobble something up, so he's 1, 2. Meant to go here. So I don't really care. It's going to face Ash Root. Speed 3. Nope, it's specifically Ash Bloom. Oh, yeah. I'll move it. Yeah, hold on. I was just trying to read chat. Yes, it's specifically Ash Bloom. Ash Bloom Archives Gear. Ash Bloom Archives Gear. Gear printed on gear cards, but Ash Bloom. So it's only Ash Bloom. So this card is fine. Alright, so here we go. It's going to be, again, 2 speed. Going to be hitting on a... No one has any stats. It's literally just Nostin with 1 luck. Oh, no. Ash Bloom has 2 strength. So I got to remember Ash Bloom has 2 strength. But no one else has anything. Nostin has 1 luck and Ash Bloom has 2 strength. Alright, so no evasion. So this is going to be hitting on a 2+. That's definitely hitting, 2+. It's going to be 3 hits for 2 damage apiece. He's got no plus damage for the Vignette. He's got +1 accuracy, which doesn't really affect much for that card. Do I even need to dodge? I don't even think I need to dodge this. Hand, body, leg. I don't even think I need to dodge this. Not the twins. Only Ash Root. The twins, only Ash Root has it because Ash Bloom tossed her waste. So Ash Bloom does not have the -2, -2. Only Ash Root does. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything here. I'm just going to take this because I can't dodge the after damage. It's going to happen because he got hit 3 times. There's no gear that can be consumed here, so it doesn't. Yeah, it's on the waist. It's on the pants. Oh, is it? I thought it was just terrain. Oh, it's an obstacle. You're correct. So it's got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to go to here. Yes, you are correct. It's not an obstacle. I mean, it has to be an obstacle. I thought it was just terrain. So yeah, he's got to go to there. That's correct. He's got to go to the top of the pillar. What is this now? Hands, legs, body. It's going to take 3 damage. Or 2 damage. So down to 4 for the body. 4 for the waist. Or 4 for the hands, I mean. And legs, 4 for the legs. Alright. After damage, it consumes something. Can't consume anything, so that's fine. Doesn't matter. Alright. That's the end of the Nukealope's turn. Put down this book now. Let's start Nostin's act. So, we're going to start our act with Nostin. So, let's see. If you are on or adjacent to obstacle terrain at the start of your act, gain 3 insanity. So he gains 3 insanity. Makes him insane. So now his Phoenix placard is active. So with his placard active, he'll ignore the first hit each round, and he'll suffer 1 brain damage instead, which is fine. You know, I actually should have put the stone face here. Then it would have been next to him right away. If I would have just put it right here. Wouldn't have had to dash. Would have been 5 spaces away from this board. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I should have put it right here. Oh well. Alright, so now Nostin. So, archive an obstacle terrain. don't think I want to do that yet. Do I want to attack with Nostin? Probably. Yeah, sure. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go here. Attack with Nostin. He's got 1 speed, hitting on a 6+. That's a hit. First card. Horns. If the attacker is adjacent to the monster, weapon is stuck. This is on a failure, so hopefully I won't fail. He's got 8 strength with the Stone Smasher. So 8 strength, toughness 11. So 8 strength, wounding on a 3, that means. He's critting on a 2, or no, critting on an 8. So critting on an 8, wounding on a 3. So that's a wound. Don't have to do the failure. That's a wound. There we go. Call the Nukealope Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Let's go here. No, wait. That's not... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna dash. So we're gonna dash with Ash Bloom, which goes down to 8 survival. Get in the blind spot. 2 speed, hitting on a 4+. It's 2. 2 hits. 1, 2. I'll do the failure first. We got a failure and a reflex. Do the failure first. Okay. Failure first. So, the Guiding Lance. Inspire. When you wound with this, another survivor with no attribute tokens gains a copy with your attribute tokens. But no, we don't have an attribute token right now. We'll get some as soon as we archive stuff. Ash Bloom can archive. Yes. Ash Bloom specifically can, because she's got Dried Acanthus and a Musk Bomb. So, we're going to attack with Ash Bloom. This is going to wound on a 6. Yeah, it's going to wound on a 6. That's a wound. No failure. Next we have the reflex. Same thing. It's a critical? No. Only Nostin's got +1 luck. Yeah, it's not a critical. It's still fine. It's another wound. Now we do the reflex. Turn the monster to face away from the attacker and full move forward in a straight line. Cancel all hits now out of range. Boop. Let's do Diverting Ward. If the monster would collide with you during its move, you may spend 2 survival. Spending 2 survival with Ash Boom, or no, Ash Root here. He goes down to 7 because it would collide with him. And 7, not a 10. So he doesn't knock it down. It's fine. It's going to go, what's his movement? 9 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the way to the board edge, which is fine. Yep, it's all fine. Oh yeah, he does roll 2 because he's got the thing. He does roll 2. I forgot he's the one with the, yeah. So he would have taken the 7. So. All right. Now, so that is now Monday's turn. Monday, at the start of your act, if there is no shade minions on the showdown board, add a shade minion to an unoccupied space in darkness. So, darkness is the blind spots or adjacent to obstacle terrain. So, there you go. There's a shade there. He did collide. I got to do the shade stuff. But it's, again, it's not, yes, he collided, so he's going to be knocked down. But again, it's not going to matter. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's going to do mass inerts, which is fine. I forgot this thing has mass inerts. Yes. So at the moment of collision, it's going to be anything 3 spaces away, which is just going to be everyone but Monday. 2 damage to 2 hit locations, which is fine. No, it's just 2 damage to 2 hit locations. Where did I put my other cards? Or not my other one, my other dice. Here they are. 2 damage, so that's 4 damage to the chest, which is fine. So that was for Ash Root, who no longer has priority target. Nostin. Wow. Okay. Nostin's going to take 4 to the hands. And Ash Bloom, 2 to the head, to the body. Or to the head, to the hands, I mean. To the hands, to the head. It's fine. And then, like I said, so Monday's got a shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To here, or to here. Not to here. And then she's going to encourage, what's his name? Ash Root. So Ash Root stands. And let's see, we can get Ash Root targeted again. What did I say? Ash Root would be the one to get gobbled up first, right? Yeah. Ash Root will get gobbled up first. Do I still think that's possible? Maybe. I guess we'll try for it. I think it's fine. He's just going to block now. Yes. I did notice that. Yes, I moved him down to here. Just going to block with Ash Root. And then Ash Root can just move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's 7 spaces away. How far does it need to be? If it moves 6 plus spaces. So I can move 1 space closer. Because now he'll move 6 if he collides with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 6. Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to be wrong. If Ash Root dies, he's not going to be the first one to get gobbled up. Yeah. Ash Root's not going to be the first one to get gobbled up if he dies. Well, the minion's right here, but the minion doesn't do anything until the end of the thing. So, yeah. So if Ash Root dies, which he won't get gobbled up, Monday's definitely not going to be the first one who suffers a severe injury, which is what I said she would. She isn't anywhere near the monster. She hasn't even been hit yet. So she's definitely not going to be the first one to suffer severe injury. And then what I say for Ash Bloom? Oh, the first one who draws a trap. Well, whatever. Ash Bloom might be the first one who draws a trap. I don't know. What am I going to do? I don't know where the trap is. If she's the first one who draws a trap, whatever. But I'll probably be right on these other 2. All right, so it's the monster's turn. We're blocking with Ashroot. Great. Lone Rampage. The monster unleashes an awful wail to signal its terrific rampage. All non-death survivors suffer 1 brain damage. Awesome. I have to dash with Nostin again. So I'm going to be dashing with Nostin again after this. So everyone's going to suffer 1 brain damage. It's fine. Fine. This is fine. Everyone's got insanity. Now we're dashing with Nostin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get back to here. Nostin goes down to 7 survival. Do I want to dash someone else? Zone of Death. I think I'm out of the range, right? All knockdown survivors within the Zone of Death suffer 1 damage. I'm out of this, right? It's 4 away? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm out of range for this. All staying survivors, Zone of Death, blah, 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 blah. Yep, so this is nothing. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping the monster would come, but it didn't. Monday does have a trap cancel, but I have no way of knowing where the trap is. So there's nothing I can do about the trap. I mean, I'm not going to just keep attacking with Monday. It's way too slow. Monday does have a trap cancel, but I mean, what am I going to do? If he comes over and Monday can attack and she happens to be the one who draws the trap, great. But I can't, I literally have no scouting. I can't play around the trap. So, and there's 2 of them. It's likely to happen. Now I got to move this shade. What am I doing here with shade? Closest threat, which is Nostin. Move and attack. So it's got a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job, Shade. Oh, more about predictions? Yeah, I think I'm wrong. I think I'm going to be wrong on all of them, right? Hold on, let me make sure I'm going to be wrong on all of them. What did I say? First one to get gobbled up, I said would be Ashroot. Probably not going to happen. I'm going to make him die. He's probably not going to get gobbled up. I mean, if he does get gobbled up before he dies, but he's halfway to death already. Driver draws the trap. I said it would be Ash Bloom. It's probably going to be wrong. I don't know. I don't really care about the trap one. A survivor suffers severe injury first. I said would be Monday. That's going to be wrong. So those 2 are going to be wrong. Nothing I can do about the trap. All right. That's that. So we'll start our turn with Nostin. He's going to gain 3 more insanity. He's going to go up to 5. Then, let's see. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we place a makeshift heap adjacent to me. So there we go. We're placing a makeshift heap, right? Place a makeshift heap terrain tile adjacent to you in an unoccupied space. Limit once per round. So here's what makeshift heap does. It's new for Nostin. Obstacle impassable. Improvised barricade. Gorge out of the ground. And then you can spend activation movement, shift through, archive this terrain, and roll 1d10. On a 10, you find something useful, gain a founding stone. So Nostin could gain a founding stone. Because he actually has gear to gain. Yeah, there's no way that Nukealope will be discounted. But Killennium's good. If you can get Killennium on Black Friday, Killennium's good. Alright, there's our makeshift heap. So now we've got something to start his round next time. We're still blocking because we didn't get attacked. So we're still blocking with Ashroot. I guess we just move and attack because we can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, whatever. Move and attack. 2 speed. Yeah, this is fine. Hitting on 4. 2 hits. No fuzzy tail. Again, if you see fuzzy tail, it's got to be the trap, but I am checking for it. If attacking with a melee weapon, if you hit with a club or a shield, so we don't need to worry about this. We'll just do this one first. Restless Ear to get this out of the way. Wounding on a 6. Yeah, 6. No, 7. Wounding on a 7. That's a wound. So that was Restless Ear, no reaction. That's a wound. Next one is going to be a failure, but this is the same thing, 7. This is going to be a failure, so it's resolved a failure. Attacking with a melee weapon is kicked out of reach by a screaming antelope. Spend an action to retrieve your lost weapon before it can be used again. It's fine. Disarmed tokens. I just gotta put a little token on here. I don't have my disarm token. I do have my disarm token. Disarm token. There we go. I think that's gonna be it. Because I don't really want to be I guess I could be dashing all the way over there with Ass Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I could dash. I could dash with Ash Root. I don't know if I want to do that. It's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to do more blocking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, block. And she can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatever. She'll kill the shade. Alright. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, what do we got here? Huh. Oh, gosh, I'm getting all the advanced cards. Are you crazy? What is going on? Furthest threat in range. So furthest threat in range is going to be Nostin? Is it in range? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is in range. He's going to run over Nostin's thing. Alright. Nostin is in range. So he's going to run over Nostin's thing. Crazy. I'm going to have to dash again to get him to start with next to thing. Stupid guy, what are you doing? Okay, furthest threat in range. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to trigger this. I can move here or here. I'll move here, I guess. Just move down. It's going to trigger this thing. So he's going to collide with the stone heap. Where am I dashing now with Nostin? Because remember, I said I'm dashing, but I don't know where. I guess I'm going to dash up. No, I guess I dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I dash the same place here again. So he goes down to 6. The only reason why, again, so if you're wondering why I moved him before I dash was just for you to see that he was the furthest threat in range. But I said I was going to dash, so... Oh, that's true. I could be using that. I couldn't have used it last round because I did encourage. But yeah, I could have used it last round. I'll use it this round. So, that's that. That's the end of the monster's turn. Let's gain insanity again. So he's going to go up to 8 insanity. Good job, Nostin. Yeah, we don't... Yeah, Diverting Ward, I would try to do it. I've tried to bait it out. I don't have any way of scouting. I mean, I do have a way of scouting. Nostin has Analyze, but, like, I haven't started next to him to analyze, and I'm not going to play around trying to analyze. I'd rather get the insanity for Nostin. But if he ever wants to run over someone, or, I mean, I've blocked now twice, and he hasn't done anything. But if the Nukealope, if he would like to, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or was it here? Yeah. I mean, if the Nukealope would like to attack the people who are blocking, or if it would like to collide to the people with diverting ward, I'd be great. That'd be fine with me. But as it turns out, he's done like nothing. He's done a lone rampage, and then he tried to ram Nostin, who just dodged. So if he would like to collide or would like to attack people with shields, yeah, that'd be great. I would love to use it. I guess I could dash into their way. So that's that. Look, Monday is going to get to attack. I think I'm just going to kill the shade here. So Monday is going to get to attack. No, I think I'm just going to go with... I'm going to go first with... Yeah. I'm going to go with Ash Boom first. We go Ash Boom. Attacking in the blind spots. Go here with Ash Boom. Alright, Ash Boom's going to hit on a 4. It's a perfect hit, and an 8 does nothing. Damn. If the attacker is insane, she's not. She's going to suffer 1 brain damage and go down to 1. Alright, so she's not insane. She suffers 1 brain damage and goes down to 1. Is that bad? Oh, I'll gain the survival with her. Because I'm not going to be encouraging. Survival and survival with Ashroot. So these two go... She goes up to 9. He goes up to 8. Because I'm not going to be encouraging. Her name is Ash Bloom. There may be some reason why people call her Ash Boom. Alright. So she's at 1 insanity. Hold on, do I need to worry about that? I don't think I need to worry about that, right? She's not like Nostin. Yeah, I don't need to worry about if she's insane or not. So yeah, she's at 1 and Ashroot's at 2. They're not insane anymore, but that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so this is just gonna wound on a... What are we doing here? Wounding on a... it's 2... 5, 6. Wounding on a 5. Wounding on a 5. Critting on a 10, but wounding on a 5. That's a miss, so this doesn't do anything. Next one is a wounding on a 5. It's only on a wound. It's going to be a wound, so it is a wound. Let's do the wound. Roll 1d10 for each survivor currently in the monster's blind spot. So that's 1. On a result of 3+, brutally kicked. Suffer 3 damage to a random hit location. 3+, so she gets kicked. Knockback 5. Is it a hit? Brutally back kicked and suffer 3 damage, so it's not a hit. Great. She's gonna go into the... She's gonna collide into this. 1, 2... So first we're gonna take the damage from that, and then we'll take the damage from collision. So 3 damage to a random hit location. It's gonna be her waist, which she doesn't have. Not great. That's gonna be a severe. Alright. Well, she's knocked down. Yeah, didn't I make a separate roll? Didn't I roll a second time? I could have sworn I rolled a second time. I rolled like a 6 to wound and I rolled a 7. She technically is still... She could still be I think I still have to count this. Technically, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think she suffered it. Even though she did suffer it, she's going to discard her Dridecanthus, which ignores it. So I don't think that triggers the prediction. Does it trigger the prediction? Well, she's discarding her Dridecanthus. Alright, so I did roll the second wound. Okay, now this is for collision with the pillar. 1 damage to the hand. I believe it would not. Yeah, so she hasn't suffered it yet. But she did archive Dridecanthus, and she gets a +1 movement and a +1 speed token. So she gets +1 movement, +1 speed. Now we can finally do some shenanigans with her her stuff, with her spear, and she's knocked down. Isn't this destructible? Oh, you're right. Topple Pillar's not destructible. I thought it was destructible, yeah. So she doesn't. So I get 1 back to the hands. It's not destructible. I was about to remove it. So she just gets knocked down, which is knocked down. What was I doing now? We're gonna encourage her with Monday. So Monday will encourage her, so she can stand. Oh my goodness. You are correct. Stone Heap is not destructible? Crazy. I would have assumed that that's destructible. I wonder why Stone Heap isn't destructible. It's an improvised barricade. Usually improvised crap is not great. Falls apart. Alright, yeah, so that's not destructible. Anyway, so we'll encourage, and let's kill this Shade. 1, 2, 3. Do I want to attack with Monday now? I don't think I want to start attacking with Monday yet, because I don't think we're near the trap yet. Maybe I do still want to start attacking with her, though. That's why I thought it was 4. That's why I thought it was destructible. Yeah, I literally thought that was what it was for. I thought he was supposed to be setting them up and then knocking them down. Like, I thought that's what his whole thing was. But I guess, yeah, it's not destructible. Alright. Next, let's attack this Shade with Monday. We don't have a blind spot. Because we just don't have a blind spot for Shades. Minions don't have a blind spot. Let's attack this minion. So 3+. No, not 3 speed. 3 speed on a 5+. 1 hit. 2 hits. 1 hit. And minions are 9. Okay. 9 toughness. 6. It's got 5 strength. So minion's dead. Good job, minion. That's the end of the Shade. Let's dash with Ash Root. Goes back down to 7 survival. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to here. He can attack. He still doesn't have any tokens. No, he can't attack because I gotta spend an action. Alright, yeah, so he's spending an action to get his weapon back from his disarm token. Nostin. Nostin's gonna have to dash. No, we don't need a dash. We'll just go here and we'll attack with Nostin. 1 speed, 6 plus. 7, that's 1 hit. If you hit him with a club, I did hit him with a club. It's +2 luck. So this is going to be a 6 to crit, and anything but a 2. It's a crit. Because again, we get +2 luck because he's got the Stone Smasher, which is a club. So it's a 6 to crit. This is a crit. Permanent injury. Your strike lands on the monster's spine. Affects some AI cards. Okay. That's fine. So that's a wound. Alrighty. Sir, character's name. Oh yeah, it's 2 wounds because Savage. Yes, good catch. No, she's born on a Monday. She's born on a Monday and then died on a Tuesday. That's why she's called Monday. But maybe she is Garfield. Maybe someone does have a case of the Mondays. But I think she was born on a Monday and then they went out and fought the Nukealope because she's not age 2. She has no hunt experience. So she was born on a Monday and died on a Tuesday 1,000 times. The next day, right? She went out and hunted a Nukealope the next day. I did gain insanity. He's up to 8. Oh no, you're right. He should be at 11 now. Because this will be the 4th turn. That's what I think it is. Nostin's a Garfield situation. It could be. She's either a Solomon Grundy or she's a Garfield situation. She is super sarcastic. Well, no, she's sardonic. Let me get that correct. Yeah, Monday is sardonic, nonchalant, and insufferable. But Garfield's not nonchalant and insufferable. Alright, so that was 2 wounds. How many wounds do we have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's got 10 wounds left. It's not too bad. We've done how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about half dead and it's barely done anything. Maybe it will do something this time. Huh. Bite. Closest survivor in field of view. That's anybody because no one's in the blind spot. Closest survivor in field of view. I don't need to move with Nostin. I can just attack Ashroot because he's just as close. So I will attack Ashroot. Ashroot's still blocking. So he's going to get a block here, I'm assuming. Because it's going to be 3 speed hitting on a 2 plus. Yeah, he's going to get himself a block here. So he's going to block 1. He's probably going to gain a bleed token. So he's going to block 1 because he was blocking. Let's go. He's probably going to dodge the head here. So he's going to go down to 6 survival and dodge the head. 6 survival, dodge the head. No, probably he's going to dodge the body. He's never been hit in the head yet. So he's going to dodge the body. Take the head for 3 damage. And then gain a bleed token. And then he's going to gain a strength token, right? The first time you block, what is it? Where's this? Whenever you're a hit, you can change a roll, but I'm going to dodge instead. Start of the monster's turn. Oh yeah, the first time you block a hit, gain a strength token. So he's getting a strength token, which is great, because now he can trade that with his twin. Get a bleed. Takes the 3 damage to the head. Comes down to 3. Yes! Deno's getting it next week. It does. It's definitely sick. Okay. So, now he's got a strength token, so we can start doing shenanigans with his sister. We can pass back and forth. The strength token. Yeah, that's what we want to do. When you wound the monster with a survivor with no attribute tokens gains a copy of each of your attribute tokens. So we're going to pass strength to Monday or Nostin or something. I got to put a shade on the board now. Well, at the start of her act, I got to put a shade on the board. All right, what are we going to do? How am I going to do this? What are we doing? It does. It looks sick. What are we doing here? I guess we're attacking with Nostin again. Is his thing slow? His thing is not slow. Alright, we want to get him a speed token. That's what we want to do. Yeah, we want him to get speed tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go Ash Bloom. Ash Bloom, she's got a speed token. So she's going to 3 speed. That's what? 3 hits? 3 speed for 3 hits? Ugh. She's probably drawing the trap here. 1, 2, 3. Fuzzy tail, fuzzy tail. Yeah, I could Musk Bomb, but I don't need to Musk Bomb yet. I'm gonna Musk Bomb probably. I'm gonna Musk Bomb this next time it comes up. Next time Lone Ranger comes up, I'll Musk Bomb it. I'm not gonna Musk Bomb a bite. Plus, I could dash. I could set up Musk Bomb, but it's not really worth it anyway. So, we got a wound here. Whatever, we're going to wound this. She wounds on anything. She wounds on a 3, 5, 6. Yeah, so she wounds on a 4? She wounds on a 4. No, a 3, because this got -2. My bad. She wounds on a 3. That's fine enough. If the wound result is odd, so she's going to take 1 more brain damage. Okay, well, that's bad. So now she has 0 insanity. I kind of didn't want to lose all of her insanity. She goes up to 10 survival. Her brother goes up to 7 survival. Or, well, not yet. Her brother will go up to 7 survival. That's a wound. All right. This is on a failure. This is a reflex. We'll just do this because it's just going to turn to face. So again, it's another wound. Yeah, 3, right? 3 gets 2. It's 5, 7, 8. Yeah, 3. Another wound. Bam. This one, another 3. Oh, it's a crit this time. -1 speed. Archive this card. -1 speed. That's fine. A wound. Ooh, she just did 3 wounds, right? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's correct. Alright, so she wounded. Survivor with no attribute tokens. So now we've given the speed to Nostin. So Nostin's got +1 movement, +1 speed now. Now let's attack with Nostin. So Nostin's going to move here. He started adjacent. He's going to go up to 14 insanity. He's going to move to the blind spot. He's got an extra speed now. So now he's hitting on a 2 speed. On a 5+. Only 1 hit. Great. Speed did not much. Is this fuzzy? No, it's not fuzzy tail. This is on a wound. Critting on an 8. Wounding on a 3. That's another wound. -1 movement. Okay. -1 movement. So he's got 8 movement. Where's I don't have a minus. I didn't bring out extra minus movement tokens. Okay, well I'll just remember he's got 8 movement. I don't think he's gonna be moving much. I'm gonna probably Musk Bomb here. Maybe. I kind of want to Musk Bomb that lone card. I wish I had Surge so I could attack again with Nostin. Well, he's got all these tokens. Do I want to attack? It's got 5 wounds left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds left. Trying to think, what do I want to do here? I just want to block. I think I just want to block again. If I block with Ashroot, he'll get more tokens, and then he can drop more tokens onto Monday. Yeah. Yep. And I think I'm just going to slow roll with Ash Bloom again. I think I'm just going to keep attacking with Ash Bloom and Nostin for the rest of the whole game. Yeah, because they do expect you to get through with no deaths, really? Well, if I keep attacking with Nostin, I can keep trying to crit. So, I think I'm just going to block and gain survival with Ashroot. And then Monday is going to do nothing. No, you know what? I'm going to attack with Monday and see if I draw the trap here. How many cards are left? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. Alright. What do you guys think? Should I dash out of the way with Ash Bloom? Oh, I should have given the speed to Monday. Alright. So here's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna dash. Should I use Ash Boom, dash, attack with Monday, and try to cancel the trap? I think 10 cards is good enough to try to. There's 2 traps in there, so it's a 20%. It's like gonna be like a 30 or 40% chance I draw the trap, because she has 3 speed. Right? I think. Trap. Should we fish for the trap, or should we... If we don't fish for the trap, then I wait till next round. I attack with Ash Boom again. Get another speed. Or no, I wait. I throw the Musk Bomb. Get another speed. Attack with Ash Boom again. She wounds, and then she gives 2 speed to Monday, and then Monday attacks with 5 speed. That will definitely trigger the trap. 100%. 5 speed. That might draw both of them, though. No, I think I just go now with it. So I'm going to dash with Ash Boom. 9 speed. Or 9 survival. Dash 1, 2, 3 to there, I guess. She can dash pretty far. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just go here. 1, 2, 3. Attack with Monday here. She's attacking with 3 speed on a 5+. She's in the blind spot. That's only 1 hit. That's terrible. So that's only 1 hit. That's probably not even going to be the... Oh, it is the trap! That's insane. I can't believe I just hit the trap. Alright, so we got a new trap here. Tagging with this, and you were in darkness. When you draw the trap, you may cancel the trap and place it back on top of the hit location deck. Okay, so we're going to cancel the trap and place it back. So we know that's the trap now. Does that do anything? I don't even think I want to cancel this. Because you may cancel the trap. But I'm just putting it back on top. That doesn't seem very good. I don't have any ways of moving it down again. I could put it back on top and then attack with her again. So if I put it back on top, cancel it, and attack with her again, and I don't draw both, then she will get 2 attacks. I think I just want to trigger this. I think I'd rather have the deck shuffled. All right, we'll put it back on top. I think that was a mistake. I think that was a terrible idea because I should have just musk-bombed rather than worrying about the trap. Yeah, I should have just musk-bombed, not worried about it. All right. Well, that's that. I did it now. I'll put the trap back on top. I'll attack with her again in a second. Let's draw the last AI card. Stomp and Snort. Random Survivor in range. Yeah, this is... I should have definitely canceled this with Musk Bomb. Oh, this was a mistake. Baiting the trap was a mistake. I should have not done it at all. Man. This is a bad idea. All right. Random Survivor in range. That's everybody. He's got 8 movement. Yeah, that's everybody. All right, Random Survivor. So we'll go 1 to 2 Ashroot, 3 to 4 Asboom, 5 to 6 Monday, 7 to 8 in Austin, 9 10 roll again. It's going to be Ashbloom, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to Ashbloom here. Oh, it's just Intimidate. It doesn't even move. Okay, Intimidate target. Screaming Animal begins to stomp and snort excitingly. Gurgle moan sounds from his undermaw. Turn to face the target and roll 1d10. 4 plus 1 brain damage. It's a 4 plus. They're not insane, so they're not knockback. Turn to face. So it's going to 2 brain damage. She's going to get a thingy, brain trauma. Let's roll for a random brain trauma. She's dead. Alright, so Asboom's dead. Not great. That sucked. Should have just... Man, that sucked. I shouldn't have messed around with the trap. So the first one to trigger the trap. Hold on. No, because I canceled it. So I didn't trigger the trap. I canceled it. So I still haven't done that. That was not a severe injury because that was brain trauma. Brain trauma, a 2 is dead. Yeah, 1 to 2, your survivor's dead. So, yeah, that's that. Alright, so he's going to go up to 17 insanity. I shouldn't have messed around with the trap. That was a mistake. Trying to be fancy and cancel stuff with Monday, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Should not have done that. I should have just did what I said. I should have just not worried about it. not tried to be cute with canceling the track or whatever. Yeah, shouldn't have been cute. I should have just let the trap trigger, not worried about it. Should have just kept attacking with Ash Bloom, let her trigger the trap. Alright. Well, now I have no choice but to attack with Monday. Oh, I gotta spawn a Shadow. Whatever. Here you go, Shadow. You're way over there. Or Shade, or whatever. Well, not yet. It's the start of her act. I gotta move with Nostin first. No. Yes. So he's gonna start. He'll get his 17 insanity. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go to there, and then that'll be it. Now 1, 2. We'll go with Monday. Attacking the blind spot. 3 speed, hitting on 5+. 2. We know the first one's going to be the trap. So draw the trap. We cancel it. Place it back on top. This is going to be a wound reaction. It's wounding on a 5. Wounding on a 6. No, 5+. 2. Not a wound. So nothing happens. No, why am I doing this? Why am I canceling the trap? Canceling the trap is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Yeah, it's a terrible idea. So canceling the trap is a terrible idea. I don't know why I'm even doing this. Because I want Nostin to attack. Putting it back on top of the deck is an awful idea. Do I just want it to trigger for Nostin because I just don't care? Because doing this is a terrible idea? Yes. Yes, Ash Boom died. Mostly because I've been messing around with... Monday is... Canceling the trap is terrible. I should never have done it. I don't know why I keep doing it. It's a bad idea. So... I'm just going to block with Ash Root and move to here. 4, 5. Move to there. Let's reshuffle. So yeah, canceling the trap with the falchion is a terrible idea. Don't do it. Just let it trigger, because who cares? Okay. Crap. It's terrible. So we're probably gonna... Monster unleashes an awful whale. So those trigger rampage. All non-survivors suffer 1 brain damage. It's fine. Nostin goes down to 16. Ashroot goes down to 1. Monday goes down to 2. And then we're going to dash 4 spaces away with everybody. So everybody's dashing. One, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is out of range. Yes. So does nothing happens because no one's near it. So that's fine. That was the card I should have musk bombed. The trap is on top of the deck. I should just attack. Yes. Okay, now I'll start with what's her name. Put a shade here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack with her from the blind spot. She's going to attack for 5+. 1 hit. So does nothing. Just put the trap's going to be here. Put it back on top. It's terrible. No, I'm just going to trigger the trap because I don't care. I'm not going to cancel the trap anymore. So we're going to trigger the trap because I can't be bothered and I don't care to do the new trap. I should have triggered this trap 3 rounds ago. All survivors are doomed. That's fine. Monster has active traits. Doesn't have 3 active traits. It does not randomly flip one of its inert traits to its active side. Then move the monster through the attacker. And that's that. Randomly flip one. So we got them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The worst one. So now critical mass is active, which is the worst one. When the monster collides with a survivor, they and all the survivors in the critical zone at the moment of collision suffer 2 damage to 2 hit locations. End of the monster's turn. Target the first survivor. The monster has unlimited movement for this action. Move the monster through the target, then stop. So this is the worst one to have active. So he's going to move through. Was it 1, 2? It's going to get. So he's going to full move through. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because he's lost, or 8 because he lost 1 movement. All survivors suffer 2 damage to 2 hit locations. So Monday, 2 damage to body and waist. Body, waist. And Nostin, waist, hands. 2 damage to the waist. That's all of his armor and hands. That's a heavy on his hands. Then they're knocked. Well, he's knocked down. Going to encourage him right away because he's going to attack. So now he's encouraged by Ash Root, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to there. She is knocked down, which is fine. He's encouraged, so it goes down to 5 survival. Now I got to shuffle the hit location deck. Yes. Gobbled Up might be the... What's Gobbled Up? Which is the one? Oh, the traits that give Gobbled Up. That's this one, right? Yeah, Atomic Vigor. This one's not... I mean, this one's not that bad. When the monster consumes terrain or gear, which doesn't really... Does it? I mean, maybe. He hasn't really been doing it, it doesn't seem to be. Gobble Up Survivor Status card. Flip one of the traits to the active side. Yeah, I guess this would activate more of its, like, things. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. You think this one's worse? Yeah, it triggers more, it flips more traits, which is, oh, well, Fission goes here. I don't shuffle those in. Yeah, flipping more traits is bad. I agree with that. Alright. I don't know why I was messing around with canceling the trap. That's such a horrible idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to there. It's a hit. He's going to wound on a 3. No, a 2. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, next card. Closest survivor in field of view. It's gonna be Monday? 8. Yeah, it's going to be Monday, which is going to be bad. What can I do here? What can I do to get this out of here? I'd have to encourage, and then she'd have to dash. Could she even dash out of the way? So encourage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She could get to there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It wouldn't get to her, so I guess I'll do that. I'll encourage. She'll dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got to actually come to here. So she's got to come to here. Now it will move, so I don't run over Nostin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And okay, well, Nostin did not suffer the first severe. So what do you get for not, because I guess wrong. He gains +3 survival. So he's at 9 survival now because he got wrong. Because I said, what did I say? What did I say? Monday would do first severe, but it was Nostin who got the first severe. So, oh no, he didn't. He just got a heavy. All right, now we do critical mass. At the end of the monster's turn, target the furthest survivor. Unlimited movement for this action. Move the monster through the target, then stop. So it's going to move back to Nostin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to get this knockdown. He's going to get 2 damage. What is it? 2 damage to 2 hit locations. Body and head. Head goes down to 1. Body goes down to 2 because he's never been hit by either of those places yet. Then he's going to get encouraged by Monday. Okay, now that he's encouraged by Monday, he's going to attack. Oh, dude. Dude! Now, all of a sudden, because I made a bad play, I'm getting, like, super punished. Oh, the stupid 1, 2, 3, 4. Stupid thing moves. Oh, I don't have Surge. Oh, I hate vignettes. Stupid vignettes don't have Surge. They're so boring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't even move. He moved 4 only because he's only got +1 movement. With his -2 movement. Cool. And then she can't even block. What's she going to do? Whatever. Alright, next card. Ravenous, closest survivor. Closest survivor, consumable gear, in range. I don't think anybody has consumable gear because Drydecanthus is dead. Right? Yeah, no one has any consumable gear. Okay, closest survivor in field of view. That's Ash Root. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 2 speed because you got -1 speed, right? Yeah, you got -1 speed. 2 speed hitting on 2 or 2+. That's going to be 2 hits. Blocks 1. Just dodge the other. So he comes down to 4 survival. It's fine. Target the furthest survivor. It's going to be Monday. Yeah, it's going to be Monday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just going to get knocked down. It's going to do critical mass. 2 damage, 2 hit locations. Legs, legs. So it's 1 to her legs. That's going to be a heavy. It's knocked down, which is fine. And then Ash Root, waist and legs. 2 damage comes down to 4. Legs comes down to 2. Alright. Going to encourage Monday with Ash Root. So he goes down. He's going to gain. No, he can't gain survival because I'm encouraging. Encouraging. What's her name? The shadow. The shade goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Austin's going to have to kill that shade. Okay, she's in the blind spot. Here we go. 3 speed, hitting on 5+. 2. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll cancel the trap. So I drew the trap again. I'll cancel it, put it back on top. Wounds on a 3. 9. That's not a crit. But that's fine. Wound. For each survivor currently in the monster's blind spot, result of 3+, they brutally are kicked. Okay. 3 damage to random hit location. Well, I did a wound. 3 damage, random hit location, and knockback 5. To the head. It's going to be a light to the head for Monday. And knockback 5. Oops. Light to the head. Heavy body. Light to the arms. Yeah. Knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She should go up there. Great. And knocked down. Okay. Now I know the traps on top of the deck. Doesn't help at all with the trap being on top of the deck, so just going to attack. 6+. It's a 10. I don't think I can't kill this. Yeah, so the shade's dead. Only has a toughness of 9. I have a strength of 8. So there's no way Nostin couldn't kill that. He gets the survival. He goes up to 10. We block with Ash Root. Because we can't do anything. 1, 2, 3. We draw this card. Stomp and Snort. Random survivor in range. Yeah, random survivor in range. It's everybody. Yeah. Okay. 1 to 3. Nostin. 1 to 3. 4, 5, 6 would be Ash Root. 7, 8, 9 is going to be Monday. Face target, roll 10, 4+. That's a 4+. 1 brain damage, so she suffers 2. She has no insanity left. They're not insane. She's already knocked down. So that's that. Now she stands. At the end of the monster's turn. What do we got now? I guess we start with Monday. Spend movement to place yourself in an unoccupied space 5 spaces away. Sure, we're going to do that. Then activate a weapon that gains slow. Never mind. I don't want it to gain slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna go here into the blind spot. Oh no, wait. She's still knocked down. I gotta move. I gotta do his critical mass. End the monster's turn. Target the furthest survivor, which I think is Nostin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Nostin's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever, he goes to here. Then he stops. 2 damage to 2 hit locations. Head. So that's a light head. Arms. It's going to be severe arms. Dude. Okay, a 1. Nostin's dead because of severe 1. Great. Okay. Gonna block with Ash Root. He's gonna gain survival because he's not gonna encourage. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there's no point, so I just stand here. He's gonna come running to me. So where do I want him to be? He's gonna draw one of these cards, which I don't know what it's gonna be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll hope that he comes here, put another shade over there. Block and pass. Right? Yeah. And... no, wait. I want him to be... 1, 2, 3... I want him to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, him to be there, because he can only move 4. So... and now pass. And now he's gonna... so now we're out of range of whatever card he draws. And... yeah. Alright. What card are we drawing? Of course. Of course, Stomp and Snort. The only card that would have been able to target us. Random Survivor. 1 to 5 is going to be Monday. So Ash Root on a 4+. Of course he gets 1 and is knocked down. So he gets 2 brain damage. He's got a light brain injury now. He's knocked down. Now he's going to do this running. At the end of the monster's turn, target the first survivor. The monster has unlimited movement. First survivor is going to be Monday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so Monday. It's going to move him to here, which is fine. It's going to be 2 damage. Head and body. So body severe, which is another 1. Awesome. So Monday's dead. And 2 to Ash Root, body and hands. So the body's a heavy. Hands goes down to 2. Whew. So this is over because I know the trap is going to be on top. Yeah, so he stands, can go here, trigger the trap, hopefully. 2 speed, 5+. 1 hit. I know it's a trap. We'll trigger the trap. It's going to be fusion again. Monster has 3 active traits. He does not randomly flip 1. So it's going to be Atomic Vigor on a 1 to 5. So 5. Atomic Vigor is active. Full move the monster through the attacker. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oh, 8, because he's only got -1 movement. Okay. That's going to do 2 damage. Feet and hands. Down to 1 on the hands. Let's see. Okay, so that's that. Shuffle the hit location deck. He's not knocked down because he's a shield specialist. This 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go with the shade. Oof. I don't even know. I can't even catch up to him because I have -2 movement from the Crusader with only 1. Woo! So even with dashing, I don't think I can catch up to him. So he has to dash. So he's going to come down to 3 survival. It gets to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the blind spot. Attacking with 2 speed, hitting on 4+. 2 hits. Oh my gosh. Drew the trap again. That's going to trigger whatchamacallit. I'm almost positive. So we do the trap again. All survivors are doomed. If the monster has 3 active traits, it doesn't. So now it's going to do the last one with its tail. All monster attack pro gain gobbled up. Okie dokie. Now it's going to run through him with all things active. Okay. Put this back. Put this back. We'll shuffle the hit location deck again. It's going to be 2 damage. Oh yeah, Monday could have used her freebie death. But it wouldn't have mattered. Because the trap was on top again. So it wouldn't have mattered. I could have used her freebie death. She could have attacked and put the trap back on top of the deck, but it wouldn't have mattered. Head and body. 2 to the head. 2 to the body. That's going to be a severe. So let's see if I roll another 1 or a 2. A 7. The first person who didn't instantly die to a severe. What is a 7 on the body? 7 body. 2 bleed. Good job. Get 2 bleed. So he's not knocked down. We draw these again. Stop and snort. I meant to put here. He goes. What is it? Full move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's not knocked down on collision or whatever. That's his turn. Lone Rampage. All on-death survivors suffer 1 brain damage. Okay. A 4 for brain trauma. What's that going to be? 4. Brain trauma 4. You were knocked down and suffer proper movement equal towards the closest board edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knocked down. Gain some insanity. Is it D5 insanity? Brain trauma for Flea. D5. So he gains 5 insanity. 5 insanity. He's knocked down. Monster now moves to here. Well, he's still knocked down, but he's... No, he's not going to stand because he was knocked down. Alright, so the monster moves. 2 speed, or 2 damage, body and feet. Those are 2 severes. First for the body. A 3 on the body. Two bleeding tokens. So he's at 4 bleed. And now we roll the severe legs. A 9. I think that's still a bleed, right? 2 bleeding tokens. So he dies of bleed. Alright, so we resolve whatchamacallit. When you lose, what's it called? Last explosion. So we'll resolve last explosion. So here's last explosion. The last explosion. For the last time. They did not outrun the explosion. Nawson's tears of joy sizzled in streaks down his burning face. Flesh bubbled and melted in puddles around their glowing bones. Good job. So that's game over. We trigger the strain. Last explosion. Poisoned groundwater nourishes the acanthus blooms. Monsters nibbling on the crumbling leaves die, vomiting the slurry of their melted organs. Rarely, they survive. Transformed with atomic power. Campaigns of the Screaming Antelope Quarry may now also hunt the Screaming Nukealope Quarry. So there we go. We lost. Still fun. So, Monday's trap canceling is terrible. There's really no need to do that at all with her trap canceling. You should just let it trigger. I don't know why you would ever do that. I don't know why I did it. I should not have done it. That was a terrible mistake to do that. I shouldn't have gotten cute with it. Literally cost me the game doing that. Should have just let it trigger. It would have triggered the critical mass, would have ran through her. And then I would have had Ash Bloom still alive. But by me being cute, it led to me doing 2 rounds of no attacking because I couldn't do anything about the trap. I don't know why I didn't just let the trap trigger. So, should just let the trap trigger. Putting it back on top of the hit location deck is only good if you give her speed, which I could have done had I had Ash Bloom still alive. But I should have just let Ashroot trigger the trap or let Nostin trigger the trap like I said I was going to reset the hit location. Because Nostin can't attack when the trap's on top. No one else can attack when the trap's on top. Maybe? There's no point in putting it back on top. It makes Nostin not be able to attack. I tried to roll higher. It's worth doing if you hit 2 traps. That is true. If you were to hit both traps, you'd want to cancel one and put one back. I don't even think it really, like... Yeah. So if you hit 2 traps, then you'd want to cancel one. That's very unlikely, but maybe. Yeah, because of Furry Tail. I was using Furry Tail as my thing. Yeah, I shouldn't have messed around with it. Should not have done it at all. Should have just let someone trigger the trap so I could have kept attacking with Nostin. And then I could have kept doing crits. So that was a mistake. Ash Bloom, I had 3 people die on their first severes by me rolling a 1. Ash Bloom died with nearly full health. Ash Bloom died with full health. She got hit once in the arms and once in the waist for 2 damage. She got hit once in the waist for 2 damage. And then a second time caused a severe and she died instantly because I rolled a 1. And then Nostin died to a brain trauma on a roll of a 1. But yeah, I don't think you want to cancel the trap at all. I don't see the point of it. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done it. Yeah. She got hit in the waist. I couldn't have used Wardrobe Expert, but you're correct. If I would have gotten the severe anywhere but wardrobe or anywhere but the waist, I could have archived the gear. She can't archive the gear with Wardrobe Expert because she doesn't have a waist. No, she got hit in the waist. It can't. She has no way. She has no gear to archive from Wardrobe Expert, so I couldn't have archived the gear. And then she died on rolling a 1 to the waist. But I couldn't. There's nothing to archive with Wardrobe Expert. She has no waist. So that's how she died. She took severe to the waist. 2 hits to the waist. Well, I should. You just want the deck to reshuffle. Putting the trap back on the deck with Nostin in play, who's got a 1-speed weapon, is not great. Pretty much makes it so he can't attack. So I did not, for any reason, want that to be like that. And if Ash Bloom would have been able to survive, I could have keep giving Nostin more speed. Basically, I rolled really poorly. Ash Bloom died to the first waist severe on a 1, and then Nostin died to Mortal Terror on the next round on a 1, and I played the last 3 rounds with the trap on top. Well, I drew the trap 3 times in the last 3 rounds, which was terrible as well. But other than that, I think the vignette is neat. Best part about it is we did the strain. So doing the strain means I can hunt the Nukealope now. With having Surge, it's just like a regular lope. It's much better with Surge because you're not giving the monster very many turns. Because the vignettes don't have Surge, I'm basically letting the monster go turns when I could have not been doing that with Surge. And by letting the monster take more turns, obviously it's going to run around more. And then the fact that the Ashroot only has 2 movement, or has only 3 movement. He had 4 for me because I had a +1 movement token. Or no. The Antelope had a -1 movement token, so I could catch up to him with dodge. But had the Antelope stayed at 9 movement, I wouldn't have been able to catch up to him with my 6 movement with reach. So, not like I got to attack with Ashroot anyway, but yeah. So, interesting. I definitely should not have canceled the trap. It was terrible, because me canceling the trap means I had to move Ash Bloom out of the blind spot. I should have left Ash Bloom adjacent. Ash Bloom should have musk bombed. I should have let the trap go, and then everyone would have been alive. So, and then I would have gotten more speed because I would have archived I would have archived Musk Bomb, which would have given her 2 speed tokens. Then she could have given 2 speed tokens to Nostin, who wounds on a 2 and crits on a 7 with 3 speed. So that's clearly how you want to do it. You want to Musk Bomb right away to give Ash Bloom speed. Then you want to attack with Ash Bloom, make her wound, give the speed to Nostin. Then Nostin can get 2 or 3 speed with his thing that's wounds on 2s and crits on 7s. I don't know why I got cute, but that's what I should have done. Should have just not moved, musk bombed, let the trap trigger, and then attack with Nostin for 3 speed for the rest of the round, hoping to crit, and I would have won. But had I would have won, I wouldn't have got the strain. So we're good. Now with the strain, it means I can add Nukealope. We'll go fight Nukealope with Goth and stuff, which will be fun. So we'll return to Nukealope next week in a regular campaign, the one I'm running with Goth. And we'll fight Nukealope with Goth and see how that goes. So, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you. Well, there should be a video coming up soon as well, which I have to edit. So I should get that video edited, and then next week I should be streaming again. So, thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye, everyone.